Yo, 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 what's up? My name is Petrowski, and welcome to the official start of Season 2 of Road to 1 Million Pokeyen in PokeMMO. As you may have noticed in that quick intro, I'll actually be starting this season in Unova. So this series traditionally was a Road to 1 Million Pokeyen series where I had an overarching goal, and I worked towards that while completing the Kanto storyline. I want to continue that kind of same idea, but in Unova. The challenge and goal for this region will be creating a fully comped PvP team around the time I complete the region or reach the Elite Four. Alongside that new goal, I will obviously be rebranding the series from Road to 1 Million Pokeyen from scratch to the Road to PokeMMO. What this sort of title and what this series symbolizes is progressing through PokeMMO as it's your first playthrough, making it through your first account, understanding and learning about the game, and sort of taking every little milestone and achievement as they come. So without further ado, I want to say welcome and thank you guys so much for joining me on continuing my journey on this account. And if you enjoyed this series and enjoy this video, I would appreciate if you hit that like and subscribe button. It helps me out a lot. But let's go ahead and get our bearings and our groundings and see where we're at in starting the second chapter of this series. So we're sitting at around 1 million Pokeyen, 97 Pokedex entries, 3,500 BP, around 45 hours played, pretty solid. And then we're restarting this region with a max obedience of only level 20. And we are currently at 2,759 encounters. So it's always nice to sort of be working towards that shiny casually in the background. I think that is a really cool side goal as well. And maybe that could become more of the main goal in the next region. I think that would be a really cool idea. But let me know what you guys think about that. But I think that's everything that I wanted to cover. Let's go ahead and start getting into the black-white games of Unova. This is actually one of my favorite regions, maybe my favorite region. I think Fire Red and Leaf Green will always be my favorite games, as those were the games that I started playing Pokemon on. But Black-White were some of the games that I spent the most time into, and I really enjoyed. So here we're going to be talking about our starter. So I think generally the consensus is that Oshawott is actually the best starter for the region, for my understanding. I'm not a huge fan of Samurott, though. I actually think the design is pretty clunky and not great. Tepid is really good for early game, but kind of falls off and is definitely the least favorite starter, even though it's a pretty solid Pokemon, although its speed. Tepig or Imbor is one of the slowest Pokemon. I believe it has a 50 or 55 base stat speed. So out of these three, you're going to have a lot of speed issues late game, which is a pretty big deal in storylines. So my favorite starter of all time for Generation 5 has always been Snivy. I love the Smug Snake. I love Superior. I think it's a really cool design, a really interestingly balanced Pokemon. I'm really excited to go ahead and pick my favorite Pokemon, or my favorite starter from 5th Gen, and show you guys and show off the Snivy in front of you guys. Now, there's going to be a lot of dialogue, unfortunately, especially at the start of this playthrough. I think I have to do 2 rival battles here instead of the original 1 in most storylines, so that'll be interesting. But yeah, I'm going to go ahead and blast through these. Maybe I should show you guys the first rival battles. I'm not quite sure. I haven't done the Unova storyline in a really long time, so I'm really excited to see what challenges arise. There's a crit on the the literal first attack, so maybe that's a good sign for good luck for this series. It's kind of a little exciting little start. Okay, we should be able to tackle him down. There we go. First battle done, easy peasy. Let's go ahead and see the XP gain. 30 XP. It won't even get me a level. Super fair. Let's see. So I think I'm gonna battle him now, and then if I defeat Sharon, I believe it's Bianca and Sharon are the 2 rivals in this game. Bit of lag there. Let's see. Awesome trainer. Thank you. There's someone heading out. A lot of dialogue in this story, so I think I have to defeat Sharon as well. He'll heal me up, and we battle really quick. I think the room's destroyed. Okay, there we go. We do have one more battle. Okay, I'm gonna get through this one really quickly, and I'll see you guys after it. All right, there we go. Sharon and Bianca defeated. Easy peasy. Let's go ahead and get that XP. Put me to level 6. Super nice. There's also some really important milestones in Unova that'll be really interesting throughout the storyline that I'm already planning for and thinking about. Getting access to a Scraggy and a Sandile to eventually make them Krukarooks. And I believe Krukaruk or Krukarok is the name of the final evolution. And then Strafty. Those are 2 of the most powerful Pokemon for Elite Four runs, in all of PokeMMO, or in story runs. So getting access to those Pokemon within this region is a huge reason why I picked this region. You get a lot of great access to a lot of great things in this region. In my opinion, Unova is actually the best. I actually have a what are the best regions in PokeMMO, and Unova ended up winning in terms of like what's the best region to start on, what access you get, what money makers, Pokemon you have access to, etc., etc. I actually do think that Unova is the best region to start in and play through in PokeMMO. I think it gives you the best and most objective benefits. So you can go ahead and check out that video if you're interested in seeing all of that. So I think from here you have to go like talk to Bianca and her dad. I believe they're having a little scuffle. Yeah, this was actually a really important part of this game's storyline. The 5th game storyline is pretty interesting. They actually had like a little bit of like parent-child argumentation, which I'm sure a lot of Pokemon players can like relate to and understand. So I think that was a really interesting concept and very bold of them to even try to include. I think they did it at a very tame level. That was very like nice for the game, but the fact that they even like thought about including that is pretty thoughtful, and I think adds a little bit more depth to what is a Pokemon game. I was gonna ask me to nickname my Snivy. I usually don't nickname my Pokemon, but I think I kind of want to. Actually, I think that you actually don't nickname in that screen ever, which is hilarious. It's not really implemented in PokeMMO because you can literally just click this button and nickname your Pokemon whenever you want. But I think I actually am going to try to nickname all of my relevant Pokemon throughout this series. I do remember if she asked you if you want to like go help her find all the Pokemon around the world, and if you answer no, she'll just keep asking you over and over and over again until you answer yes, which is a really funny feature. And I think that's the same in PokeMMO as it is in like the traditional games, which is pretty funny. Who is this? Is this Bianca's mom, or is it my mom? I forget there you go. Town map. Did a couple items. I love the animations in this region as well, dude. It's like the art and animations in Region 5 or Unova are by far my best. They're not too above and beyond. They're not the 3D stuff like in X and Y. I really like these sort of pixelated sprites that Unova has to offer. And then I don't know, I think Unova is the perfect mix of like, it still retains that nostalgia and still doesn't go too far on the graphics in my personal opinion. And then it still looks really nice and really beautiful and really aesthetic. So I'm a huge fan of it. It's also really cool to be starting the chapter 2 of this series during the winter event and during the Christmas event of PokeMMO. So there's still snow falling down as I start my journey, which is pretty cute. I know I'm doing a ton of talking. I think there is just a ton to say right now. There's a ton. I've been waiting to start this series for a long time. There's a lot to talk about, a lot of thoughts that I have pinned up to present to you guys, and I'm just really excited. So I hope you guys, have fun and enjoy this journey alongside me. So we're about to actually enter sort of a catching challenge where Bianca and Sharon will be like, hey, who can catch the most amount of Pokemon before, reaching the end of the grass, or before reaching Accumula Town. And I'm definitely going to try to beat them because catching Pokemon is really good in PokeMMO, and it's fun. I like catching Pokemon. So I'm going to be trying to catch a decent amount of Pokemon throughout my journey through the storyline, fill up that dex and everything along the way. Let's go ahead and see how it goes. Let's see if I can encounter some Pokemon. I believe there aren't that many patches of grass, though, which is the funny part. Also, this spot up here is actually pretty important / relevant. Patrat. I'll catch one Patrat. It's a male, too. I'll go ahead and catch one Patrat and then probably never again because I don't care about Patrat. I wonder if Tackle will actually one-shot it. I hope it doesn't. Oh, it actually doesn't even two-shot it, I think. It might two-shot. I'm going to go ahead. Oh, I totally forgot about that. I actually keep all of my Pokeballs, Great Balls, and Ultra Balls, and any sort of balls that I have from previous regions. That's actually super, super relevant. That's something that you guys should keep in mind. If you're doing a second region in PokeMMO, you are going to have access to all of those extra Pokeballs, like medicines, antidotes, potions, etc. All of that stuff is going to be really relevant in storyline. And you can also always head back to the previous region. This is a really important piece of information that I feel like a lot of people overlook. You can actually head back. Jolly is actually pretty good. And it's a 1x31. That is actually super solid. That's actually a really good, I think Watchhog is physical attacker. It might be a special attacker, weirdly enough. You can actually head back to your previous region after going to a new region by talking to your mom back in your hometown of the game. So if I went back to the previous town and talked to my mom in her home, she would actually allow me to go back to Kanto, which is actually super, super relevant and very cool information. All right, on the third attempt, we were able to run from that Patrat. I'm looking for an encounter that isn't just Patrat, but if they're low enough level, maybe level 4, maybe I'll start just attacking through them because it was pretty difficult to leave this encounter. I'm just going to start attacking through it, maybe get some XP. Okay, we defeat that level 4 Patrat pretty easily, get up to level 7. There we go, nice. I kind of expected that. Level 7, we get Vine Whip. That's actually really huge, getting that stab move. For those who don't know, quick reminder, stab means same type attack bonus. And what that means is if you use a move that has the same typing as your Pokemon, you're actually going to get a 1.5 times damage multiplier. So stab is really, really important when going through competitive Pokemon. It's very important. And even in, will this actually heal me? Or a little potion? Okay. Even in casual playthroughs of storylines of Pokemon, I think understanding stab is really, really important. It's such a huge damage increase, such an important piece of information when doing any sort of Pokemon battling. It's just nice for everyone to know, whether you're a casual player or a competitive player. Alright, here's our first Lillipup encounter. I do want to try to catch this. Stoutland is actually surprisingly scales well throughout the late game, which is pretty, I don't know, surprising to me. I might be able to, ooh, I'm taking a lot of damage is the issue. I might be able to tackle and not kill it here. Nice. Put it into red. I should be able to Pokeball it and catch it pretty easily. But yeah, Stoutland is a pretty super solid Pokemon. One Pokemon that I would love to get early game is, I mean, one thing I already talked about, it's Sandile and Scraggy, but they're not that early game. I'm trying to think actually if there are any early game Pokemon within Unova that I would want to get my hands on. Stoutland I don't care about too much. Getting like Liepard for like a fake out user. Liepard also might be able to learn Payday. It's kind of like the Meowth of the region. Watch Hard I don't really want. Stoutland I maybe want. I hate all of the elemental monkeys, but we might pick up one for we might end up picking up an elemental monkey just for help through they help through the first gym a lot. Okay, nothing there. Did I mark this Patrat as 1x30? Yeah, I actually instinctively renamed it 1x31, which is pretty funny. Okay, we still have, I still want to catch 1 to 2 more Pokemon because otherwise I won't be able to beat Sharon and Bianca in their challenge. I think they catch like 2 to 3, maybe like 1 to 3. I'm not quite sure, so I'm going to do a couple more encounters here. Okay, I just kind of had this thought or rule change now, but I really like the idea of me having to make all of my competitively viable Pokemon off of Pokemon that I've caught, and not necessarily being able to like buy Pokemon off the GTL. I'm not sure if I'll stick to that. I might try to get some Pokemon here and there. Also, I had some Pokemon sell over the time that I've been AFK on this account, so that is really interesting. Unfortunately, my Lucario didn't sell, so I will have to try to relist that, and that'll be some decent Pokeyen gain. I'm surprised that actually didn't sell. It's a really decent Lucario, especially if you want to use it as a breeder of some sort. Like getting a Ditto for that wouldn't be too difficult. Like, it wouldn't be that expensive of a Ditto to breed a really solid Lucario with that naughty nature as well. Okay, let's go ahead and catch that. So we have like 4 Pokemon caught. Now I'm pretty comfortable progressing on through the story. We get another 1x31. Super nice. It's at least 5 to 6k a piece probably. Okay, let's see. Wow, 5. That's awesome. I have 5 total Pokemon. I guess that makes, okay, gotcha. With my Snivy, I guess I have 5. So I think I definitely win that challenge. Get a little extra transceiver call. These don't really mean much to the storyline ever, if I'm being totally honest. Okay, I should be able to progress now to Accumulate Town. I want to go ahead and heal up at the PC ASAP. But it looks like Professor Juniper is blocking my way. She basically just tutorials me and shows me through the PC. Nothing important here. Don't want to make you guys sit through this. Alright, after Juniper has kind of tutorialed me through all of the PC, I now have access to be able to buy Pokeballs, potions, sell stuff. I also have access to this shop, which has a little bit of vanity stuff, which is really cute. I have access to the Unova move tutors and relearners, which is really, really important. Oh, actually, I don't. You have to earn, I don't know if I have to earn enough badges or how I get access to that, but now I can access my PC, and I now actually have access to all of my Pokemon in here from my previous region. You can see that a lot of them are like grayed out or crossed out. So what happens when you enter a new region is all of my Pokemon that I had on me got sent back to my boxes. So they're here in my PC boxes, and then I can access them and use them as soon as I have the max obedience level able to use them. I can still pull them out and put them in my party, but I'm not going to be able to actually like use them in battle. They're going to be pretty useless, but this is going to help the Unova storyline a ton. So I can literally just go ahead and grab these Pokemon like this. Like I really like this Snubble, and I really wanted to use that before. Jolly Snubble with like these stats is like super solid. I want to be able to use that for this storyline. It has really nice coverage moves. It unfortunately doesn't really have any stab moves is the biggest downflaw, but that's totally fine. Something I need to think about is that the first gym The first gym in Unova is always rotating types based on what starter you chose. So for example, I chose Snivy, so the first gym is going to be a fire type, so I need to make sure I prep for that by looking for some sort of water type or ground type I might have had in my previous storyline run. So I'm definitely going to be looking through here for a quick sec and see what I can find. Okay, I've picked out some Pokemon that I want to use, and I also actually want to go ahead, I want to collect all of this Pokeyen. I actually collected a bunch of Pokemon to my mail on accident. That's totally okay, though. I'll deal with that in a sec. I actually want to go ahead and start listing these Patrats. So these are both, they should be the same exact price. They're both male. I might actually keep this Jolly one. I'm not quite sure. I'm not sure if I want to keep, I might keep the Jolly one for now. There's no reason not to, and then I'll sell this one off really quick. All right, okay, I'm doing a ton of kind of second region prep, so I actually relisted a ton of Pokemon that I needed to relist, so those two at least, and now I'm thinking about items for putting on my Pokemon, because I do have access to all of these items, and I do have access to Pokeyen, so if I need to buy Choice Scarf, Choice Specs, Choice Band, I should be buying those and putting them on my Pokemon, so I'm kind of thinking how I want to play this. I think I might go ahead and just put damage boosting moves, like I think I want Miracle Seed on my Snivy for the time being. I might have one on my PC. We'll check for that. And then I'm not sure for Snubble. Maybe Expert's Belt would actually be a great item for Snubble. And then I want to end up making this Magikarp into a Gyarados for this run. I think it's a decent Magikarp for a Gyarados. Not the best, but I had it laying around in my box. And it's one of the ones that I didn't sell off. That wasn't quite good enough to sell, but super decent for a storyline run. And then I went ahead and threw a Payday Meowth in my party because why not? And then I picked up a Rhyhorn with Bulldoze that was in my Pokeboxes for the first gym to hopefully help me out with that. So I actually definitely want a couple of things. I don't have a Choice Band. I'm going to be spending a lot of money right here. I'm going to be going ahead and picking up a Choice Band because I definitely need it. Thankfully, Choice items have actually dropped since the last time. They used to be around 120k, 130k, 140k, and now they're around 100k a piece. So they've actually dropped as of recently, which is really interesting. I don't know if I might have a Miracle Seed in my box, so I can go ahead and put that Choice Band on just the Rhyhorn for now, which is a little funny. But we'll eventually be switching that up for sure. So I have a Miracle Seed on there. I have a Silk Scarf on here. I actually do want that. So I want to go ahead and put the Silk Scarf on my Meowth for sure to up the Fake Out and Payday damage. And then the Miracle Seed is 1000% going to go on my Snivy. And then I actually want an Expert's Belt. So Expert's Belt is an item that I believe, increases the damage of super effective moves by 20%. So the reason why that's good, or the reason why that's important, let me go ahead and search for it better. Actually around 14k a piece. They're really expensive right now. That is surprising. I want to give that to my Snubble, and it'll always be a useful item. It's always a really decent item on certain Pokemon, and it's also used to learn certain tutor moves like Superpower, which is really important. So my Snubble doesn't really have any stab moves. It has a lot of coverage, but a lot of them are kind of lacking in damage. So Expert Belt is the perfect kind of item for Snubble, where it's lacking in damage but has really good coverage. It'll be able to help that. Snubble also has Runaway, which will be really important. So I think I'm gonna keep this Patrat, but not on me. I'm going to go ahead and put it away for the time being. I do want to keep this maybe for a future breed or something of the sort. That 1x31 male field A group with Jolly Nature is pretty decent. I don't know if I want to carry a Nature, though, for that long throughout a breed. That'd be really expensive. So I don't know. We'll see how that goes. I wonder what is the final Pokemon that I should maybe add to my party. That is the question. I'm going to go ahead and figure that out. I'll see you guys in one quick sec. Alright, out of all the Pokemon listed here, I think I'm actually just going to go with Ghastly, because it has a 30 special attack stat, which is super nice. Not really any bulk or speed, which is unfortunate, but it's pretty naturally fast. I think Gengar is just a really nice Pokemon, and Gengar can eventually learn Nasty Plot, which is disgusting, and a fantastic move. So we'll see how that goes. This is just going to be this is the team so far. I have to go listen to this Team Plasma speech and everything. Once again, a ton of dialogue throughout this storyline. So I'm going to spam through this, and I'll see you guys in a sec. But this is the team I'm going to be rolling with so far. I'm not sure if there's an item that I want to be putting on the Ghastly yet. Maybe just like, it doesn't have many attacking moves as well, which is a huge issue. I really need to get some good moves on Ghastly. Let's see if it learns. It learns Hex at level 24. That'll actually be really important. I actually have access to XP Share, I believe, so maybe I'll be putting an XP Share on. I'll probably put an XP Share on Magikarp. Trying to get that to a Gyarados ASAP, but I'm gonna spam through this. I'll see you guys in a quick sec. Alright, I spammed through all of that dialogue from that good old Team Plasma speech, and now I need to go ahead and battle N, which is sort of another sort of rival. It's funny, I remember there's being like 3 rivals in this game, which is pretty funny. Oh, he has that Zora. I remember that. I know the Zoroa lead was a huge deal back in the day. I remember when people found, like, when you first battled N, and it was his Pokemon was a different Pokemon. You're like, oh my, like holy shit, like oh my god, like it was so shocking and so surprising and such a unique Pokemon mechanic. People were very, very excited for Zoroa and Zoroark back in the day. So I don't know, it's always kind of a cool nostalgia thing to little bit to see that. Go ahead and Vine Whip this thing down. This Miracle Seed is already helping my damage a ton. I definitely think it's making things that would have been 3 shots into 2 shots, but I could be wrong on that math, but it's not super important. I forgot to put XP share on Magikarp, which is something I do want to do at some point. I don't know if I want to do it now. I probably do want to do it now, because I'm not going to be able to use Snivy at the first gym much at all. So it's going to hard counter me and go fire type. So I'm probably going to go ahead and put that XP share on Magikarp. There we go. XP share on Magikarp. I wonder if I want to, do I want to put anything on Ghastly? Like, I just don't know what... I don't know what I would put on it. Maybe it doesn't really have any attacking moves. Is the big issue? Does it? Should I just what level does it turn into? Haunter 25. Okay, we'll keep track of that. We'll keep our eyes on that. But let's go ahead and continue moving through. I also don't remember when I get running shoes in this campaign, so it'll be interesting to see when I get running shoes. I definitely don't remember. Still, for now, I'm just straight walking through the storyline. Oh, I think this is actually where I get running shoes. So heading to my first real route in the storyline, Route 2, you actually get a call from your mother, and she comes and brings you running shoes. So there we go. That's actually hilarious. I definitely fully forgot about that. It's kind of funny to immediately kind of get them after saying that. So I don't know. That's a cute little fun surprise. We love that. I'm going to go ahead and talk to this girl, start this battle. Actually, she won't battle me. She's not a trainer. Okay, I do have run though now, so I can go ahead and start running through, doing some battles and getting some XP onto my Magikarp. Alright, continuing on through this route, I'm going to go ahead and grab this Pokeball as soon as I can. I actually do want to catch this Purloin. I was about to say after battling through and defeating this Pokemon, but I actually want to go ahead and catch this Purloin really quick. So, should be able to throw up a Vine Whip and maybe bring it down to yellow or red HP. Yeah, I'll just leave it there and go ahead and throw up Pokeballs from here. Should be a pretty easy catch. Having 27 Pokeballs left over from the previous region is super helpful. Go ahead and catch. Nice. Easy peasy. Let's go ahead and check the IV, see if anything decent. It's also nice to see my encounters, man. I'm really enjoying seeing the counters slowly raise as I start to get through the storyline. Honestly, not the worst. It feels like a storyline Pokemon. Having the naughty nature is nice, but don't really care too much. 1 potion for me. Thank you, thank you. Gonna go ahead and continue through this route. I want to start battling trainers. I believe this is a trainer. Okay, perfect. I want to start battling through trainers and getting that extra little bit of Pokeyen and getting some more XP. Alright, 2 Vine Whips into Tackle allowed me to take down Youngster Jimmy. Got my Snivy to level 10. Let's see if I'm slowly getting XP on the Magikarp. 244, it looks like. I wonder if I can battle this dude as well. I might as well. I want to get as much XP as possible right now. Oh, he's also not a trainer. It's funny how few of these people are trainers. Is this a trainer? Okay, perfect. I want to battle as many people as possible right now. This early XP is going to be really important. If I remember correctly, the early game is actually kind of difficult. Like, probably the most difficult part of the region in Unova is going to be that first gym, since they hard counter you so much. But coming into this region with, previous region experience helps a ton. Dude, that crit on that fake out actually might matter. I might end up getting KO'd at some point. I might need to throw up a potion outside of battle. There's a crit for me, though. Wow, putting him down to 1 HP. Should be able to go ahead and throw up a Tackle. Tackle is 100. I was making sure Tackle was 100% accuracy, because I know in some regions or in some games, Tackle is actually 95% accurate, which is a pain for speedruns. I've seen some people lose some really annoying speedruns by missing Tackles. Let's go ahead and start running through this grass. I wonder if I should just throw up a potion on it. I might go ahead and just throw up a potion on it. What's my HP? I might as well, I feel like, dude. Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and run from this battle. Hopefully it gets away safely. Yep, I'm going to throw up a potion. Potions just mean so little to me since I've done a region. It's the different dynamic of playing through a region after already done a region versus playing through your first region is insane, and that'll come up a lot throughout this playthrough. Sorry if it's annoying, but it's just really prevalent and really, really important. Should be able to Vine Whip through this wild Patrat and get a little bit more XP for free. There's that Patrat defeated. I'm trying to move on to the next town as quickly as possible. I'm gonna battle this. I do want to battle this trainer though really quickly. I'm probably just gonna run from this Lilip. All right, here we are getting caught by the trainer. Let's go ahead and have this battle out really quick. All right, battled through another youngster. I actually got another crit on that battle, which is insane. My crit luck is coming out to be insane so far in this. I hope it keeps up and doesn't just like die out really quickly. But yeah, so far my crit luck has been crazy. I think there might be a Pokeball over here. It's probably not going to have any like super useful item. It's actually 2 Pokeballs, 1 potion. Might just be like a Pokeball. Yeah, 1 potion, 1 Pokeball. I mean, I actually really like this though. I think this... Dude, even this like short little perch. So this is such good game design and map design from Unova, dude. It's very simple, but so the whole point of this is showing you at a very basic level and on a very basic example that this game is going to reward you for going off the beaten path. So you went off the beaten path, spent more time in the route instead of just heading directly to the next city, and you got rewarded for that. You immediately got a Pokeball and a potion. I think that's really cool. I think that's just very, very good early game level design. So Bianca's going to battle me here. I definitely totally forgot about this battle. Hopefully this goes through pretty easily. She has a Lillipup. I should be pretty over leveled actually compared to her. Yeah, I'm level 10 on my, it's not super over leveled. Level 10 on my, I have a lot of Pokemon that are over leveled though. So even if my Snivy were to go down, I got a level 15 Rhyhorn, level 13 Snubbull with a really insane move pool, level 19 Ghastly. I'm pretty over leveled compared to any Pokemon I'm going to be encountering in the early game. The early game is usually the hardest part for Unova, from my experience, but it'll be pretty easy, you know, thankfully, you know, once again, because it's my second region, so should be pretty nice. I should be able to Vine Whip through Oshawott, super easy peasy. It probably will still 2-shot, it probably won't 1-shot. Oh, it actually does 1-shot. That is pretty shocking. Maybe Miracle Seed played a role in that. I feel like it wouldn't 1-shot normally without Miracle Seed, but that's okay. There we go. Easy peasy blasting through Bianca. You're a tough cookie. You're darn right. Let's go ahead and keep moving through. I want to make it to my first town. I want to make it to my first gym. I do have to go heal. And then I actually remember this part of the storyline. This gym is actually blocked off for a sec. And I have to actually go talk to Sharon first in like the training school of Pokemon. Alright, but before going to defeat Sharon in the training school, I am going to go ahead and call the first episode of Chapter 2 or Season 2 of PokeMMO, Road to PokeMMO, here. So thank you guys so much for watching, and thank you so much for joining me on this journey. I'm really excited to bring back up this series, and I really hope you guys enjoy it. So if you liked this video, please go ahead and show the support by clicking that like button and subscribing to stay up to date with the Road to PokeMMO and all of my other PokeMMO content. Check out all the playlists and links in the description below if you want to see more PokeMMO content. There is many hundreds of hours in those playlists, whether it's guides, PvP, etc. You can also consider joining my Discord, which is linked below, which has been forming an incredibly beautiful community. I think there's over 700 people in that Discord now. We do occasional giveaways. We help people price check. We answer questions. We learn about this game together, help people build PvP teams, etc., etc. And then finally, if you want to go above and beyond, it means a ton if you would go ahead and become a YouTube member to me for $5 a month, or drop your Twitch subs over to me on Twitch, or you can Venmo me. All of that information is in the description, and all of that support goes a long way and continues me, you know, making content on this channel. So thank you guys so much for all of your support, whether it be a comment, a like, a view, whatever it may be, a donation. Thank you all so much. I hope you have an incredible day, and I'm so excited to see you on episode 2.